Sometimes all you have is a tool, but using it doesn't make you a fool. There's a way to make the chopping axe work so you're okay in a fight and don't look like a jerk. I wrote that in 20 seconds. That's all we're gonna get today. Alright friends, Lauren back with you, and a little follow-up video. Last time I talked about tool axe versus fighting axe, the differences between them, why fighting axe is better for fighting, and how the tool works. Remember, we talked about chopsticks, wedges, all sorts of good things, whatever. But I just wanted to do a little video to say, if you had to use your wood chopping axe, your tool, as a weapon, could you do it? How would you do it? What do you need to change? What do you need to know? And, yeah, there are movies where it's a trope for people to fight with axes. What I like, the Transporter, because the people with the axes lose. What is awkward, a bullet to the head. Sylvester Stallone fights Jason Momoa with fighter axes. But I gotta tell you, those are obviously stunt prop axes, and a lot of weird things are going on to make the characters look super strong, superhuman. Because a firefighter's axe is, what, 3 kilograms, 6.5 pounds, so almost 3 kilograms. Heavy. It's very heavy, okay? And it's meant to be an impact tool. It's meant to go through stuff. You know, you need to chop down a door, and a door is very solid. You need a big, heavy axe. The wood axe we're going to use today, not so heavy, but still, we can talk about the physics of it. What does that mean? Well, if we push the chair away, and then we stand, what it means is, if I'm going to swing this with one hand, the point of balance is right at the head. All that weight is at one end. Sure, great impact, but if I miss, it's pulling me off to the direction. I can't really control and stop it as well. And it doesn't matter how strong I am. If I had 3 kilograms of steel at the end of the haft of my axe, it's gonna want to pull, and that means it's slow on the recovery. I have to do big swings. Move back a bit so you can see. But that's not conducive to fighting, okay? If I'm in a fight, and I have something that's heavy, that's not balanced, that's very unwieldy, I'm going to need to change how I fight. So, I'll take some ideas from the pole axe. Now, this is the training version, but a real one is actually going to be doesn't weigh more than a firefighter's axe. Strangely enough, it is going to be about the same weight. It's a lot longer, it has more options, it's optimized for fighting, it gives you reach. The knightly pole axe is amazing. And if I had to choose, if I got to choose, I would certainly choose this as my axe for a fight. But I don't get a choice. Today, all I have is a wood axe. So when you have your tool, how can you use it so that you have a good fight style? This can help your movies, your games, whatever it is. All I've got is a wood axe. Well, grab it with 2 hands. I know, you're going to lose some reach. You don't have the same reach because now you're a little limited. So if I step back, you can see with one hand right at the back, that's my reach. Not quite as far, but with 2 hands, I now have control. So what I'm going to do is something that we would use for a long sword or pole axe or other weapons. We've talked about it in two-handed axe fighting a long time ago now, it seems. Last year we did a video about that. One hand right at the bottom, one hand, a little bit of space above it. Don't put them together, a little bit of space, because you need a pivot point between them, and you're going to pull, push, and extend. And so you can fight quick motions with the axe. You can even hit with it, impact, come down. So that's really how we would want to fight with this axe, okay? Using 2 hands and using that method to pull and push at the same time, we're still generating a lot of power. Maybe not quite as much as a big swing and letting all the weight come down, but we're faster, we have more control. If we miss, if I do that, where's the axe? It's still in front of me. I can still come back and try and defend. I can still step and attack again. So using these 2 hands and this motion where I'm pulling and pushing around a pivot point to generate the power of my strike, can turn this into a suitable weapon. The blade on this axe, step a little closer here, you see, is not quite so heavy of a edge. It does taper in a little bit, so it's going to be okay. Not quite as tapered, not quite as light as I'd like it to be for a fighting axe, but it's not really going to get as wedged in as some axes are. But the advantage with two hands is if it does get wedged in, pull. Two hands, I can pull forward, probably remove it, or bring the target, whatever I hit, with me. So if you're writing a story or playing a game and the wood axe is the thing that the person is using, you can get around that. In a movie, your character only has the wood axe. Maybe they have to fight zombies. Zombie movies are overdone in my opinion, but that's not the point. Point is, you're making the movie. Your character can fight with martial arts moves and still use the axe successfully if they don't have real weapons at hand. Always better to have a real weapon. Like I said, I'd rather have the real pole axe, but if I don't, well, I make do. So I can apply what I know about actual martial arts weapons to using this axe. I don't want a big swing. I don't want to expose my shoulder. I don't want long recovery time for the next swing. I want to be able to get in, stay defended, have the weapon always in front of me somehow. So even if I miss, it's ready to go for another strike. Okay, so that was just a quick video I wanted to make on how the tool could actually be used as a weapon. Even though it's not optimized for being a weapon, you can still get around it. And yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of movies that we could talk about that have examples of axes in them as weapons, and not fighting axes, but tools. Perhaps a whole gang, you know, in Kung Fu Hustle. Fun movie. You should watch it. If you've never seen Kung Fu Hustle, go watch it. Go watch it and enjoy the absurdity and wonderfulness of it, because it is over the top and hilarious. But beyond that, friends, thank you for watching. Do remember, like, subscribe, comment, most importantly comments, because your comments help shape the content. And remember to take care. Stay safe out there and keep on swinging.